23. Oh, welcome everybody. I'll just start over to welcome to the Think Plus virtual launch celebration, the official kickoff of this amazing opportunity. So my name is John Breitbart. I'm the vice president for Think Plus, and I could not be more excited to be a part of this company. I first got involved in the energy space many years ago with a very similar business called North American Power. It was, as you'll hear, it was a major competitor to Viridian, which was another amazing, successful company in this space that Michael, who you'll quickly hear from, was the founder and CEO of. So there's an amazing story here of former competitors, multiple companies who really pioneered this retail energy space many years ago. And now, as you'll hear over the course of this evening, a dream team of people from all of those major companies have now come together into this opportunity. So we're gonna get into it here and kick things off. So just a quick, one sec, here we are. We're gonna just quickly cover the agenda here. I'm gonna shortly bring on our CEO, Michael Fallquist. He's gonna tell us a little bit about, what's happening here with Think Plus, where we've come, where we're going, and what you can look forward to. We're going to cover some key milestones, our accomplishments thus far. We're going to talk about the launch of customer enrollments, which begins tomorrow. And we're also going to share some information about our upcoming first inaugural leadership trip that each of you have an opportunity to earn your way on. So we're looking forward to that. And we're going to end with just a fun raffle to reward you guys for joining in. And most importantly, we'll end with a toast. So if you want to get prepared, have your favorite drink or cocktail ready for the end of the call, we're going to seal this launch event with that toast. So without further ado, I have the honor of introducing our fearless leader, Michael Fallquist. So like I said, I first got to know Michael as the CEO of the biggest competitor for the company I was working for, but we always just had an incredible relationship with a lot of respect, and really viewed, our company, Viridian, we really viewed ourselves as kind of team members in a sense. And of course, now, many years later, that's literally become true. And many of the staff from North American Power, from Viridian, from other companies are now coming together to build Think Plus together. So it's really been an amazing process working with Michael over the years. And I couldn't be more excited to be collaborating on this venture and working to bring brighter energy choices to the country once again. So Michael, I'll turn it over to you, and welcome to the launch celebration.
Yeah, John, I am beyond excited to be here, and thanks for that introduction. It is as you said, it's fun that once great competitors and rivals have unified to build, come together to build something so much better than what North American Power was before, and Viridian. So it is exciting. It is exciting for sure. I need the ability to share my screen.
Yep, I should be able to. Jim or Ed, if you want to flip that on for Michael. Let's see. Jim or Ed, can you flip Michael?
Ed, you might have to do it.
Ed seems to have gone dark. Oh, there he is.
I'm here, but I don't see on here. Let me check here.
There's only 492 people to scroll through.
Yeah, I think maybe if you make Michael co-host, you would do it.
He is co-host now. He is co-host.
Ah, gentlemen, it's live. We got it.
Yes. Bingo.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate that fantastic introduction. John really is one of a really strong team we have at corporate. And so as I think about the opportunity of the launch event, we want to kick off by really introducing you guys to the broader team, because, what's about to happen tomorrow is kind of the next step in what is going to be an absolutely amazing journey. And, the team supporting you is, one of the key reasons we're ultimately going to be really successful in this venture. So I wanted to make sure everybody had the opportunity to, get to know the group of people that's going to be supporting me and supporting you. And obviously, I think everybody knows Brad Tayles, a man who needs a little introduction, 35 years in the industry, someone who, blew me away when I met him about 3 months ago, with his depth of knowledge, both on the comp side, but with how to build a winning field. And so Brad is our SVP of the network, and someone who's going to be instrumental in helping each and every one of you grow a successful business. And then obviously supporting Brad, we've got John, who you just heard from. John's our vice president of the famous Breitbart family of North American Power. But John oversees really everything to do with communications and marketing for the network. Christian and Roop have been my partners, for over a decade, back to Viridian and Creus, two of the most talented individuals I've ever met. Roop as a CFO, both private and public company, and Christian, as a chief operating officer of the business, but also with deep expertise in commodity risk management, which is a skill set that I've met a lot of people. His is unmatched. But the people you're going to be seeing every day are the front line, and the people that honestly are going to make this thing work. I think recently you guys were introduced to Lauren Valdez. I had the opportunity to work with Lauren in our last company, and she is incredibly talented. One of those people who we talk about community, and community is a really important part of how we're going to build something special, right? I mean, that was one of my favorite parts of the Viridian experience, was the people. Lauren's going to be core to building that community, and she's going to be someone who you're going to hear a lot from. And then Rosa, who leads our EA support team, Kevin, who's on our EA support team. Both of them are come from Rosa was one of the leads in North American Power, and so people on the front line. And then you have George and Stefan, who are two of our newest hires. Just shows you how fast we are growing. 2,000 EAs in the first 10 days it requires growth. And so we were very fortunate to welcome these two individuals onto our team. So, that's the core team supporting you today. Obviously, next week and the week after, that's just going to continue to grow as the business grows. So I wanted to give you an overview of the business, and we'll be pretty quick because I think everybody who has been around it understands kind of the core value proposition and what we're trying to accomplish. So what's really nice about Think Energy is we are licensed everywhere. And, it's one of the things that has been keeping us up at night is, how are we launching this business in 12 states and the District of Columbia all at once? But, we've been able to do it, and we're really excited about tomorrow. It's taken a lot of work, but we're there. The core value proposition of the business, it's all about clean energy. It's about long-term fixed rates. And then it's about how do you empower the customer to save money? And, that's really the differentiator of our business going forward. So, I'll dig into them a little bit more here because, I think fixed rates are all, there's plenty of companies that offer long-term fixed rates relative to what the utility offers. What's unique about ours is the tools that we give the customer. And, first and foremost, Free Energy Club, if anybody's gone on the website since we launched our new website, I mean, that's just a core differentiator of this business going forward, is a customer getting a long-term price certainty, but then on the back of that, having the opportunity to, lower their rates just by referring others. And we make it simple, we make it easy, we make it rewarding, really very compelling value proposition for the consumer. Also, as consumers lock into longer term rates, they probably have that question around, ultimately, is this a good financial decision for me? Which is why we introduced the cashback rebate concept. While it's capped at $25 a year, I do think it gives the consumer peace of mind that at the end of the term, if they've been there for 3 years and they paid more than the utility, which may happen from time to time, they're eligible for a up to $75 rebate at the end of the term. So just another compelling feature that, again, we want to create the best products for our consumers in the market. So the Free Energy Club is a big differentiator of our business. When you think about referral programs and, one-time rewards for referring others, I think what's really neat about this is that it is month after month, as long as you remain a Think Energy customer. It's not for your first contract. It's not something that goes away. As long as you have at least 3 referrals, you're going to be earning monthly cash rebates that are up to 100% of your Think Energy supply charges. And so when you think about that value proposition to the consumer and, you're telling them about Think Energy, this is a lever that they can pull. So regardless of what happens to the utility rates in the future, if they're getting a 40% discount off today's rates, they should feel pretty comfortable that they have, great value relative to the utility going forward. So it's a very unique program. As far as I'm aware, nobody else in the industry has anything like it, both in terms of value for the consumer, but simplicity for the consumer. I encourage everybody who's an EA to try the platform, understand how it works, because the simpler you can make that description for the customers, and the more they're going to use it, and the more benefits they're going to see from the product. So our value proposition is really, I think there's a short-term opportunity that exists, which is all the volatility in the marketplace where, fixed price really does have a lot of value for the consumer. As you go from seasonal swings that exist in this market, from really high winter rates to lower summer rates to back to high winter rates, price certainty, budget certainty is a very attractive value proposition for the consumer. But longer term, it's the other levers we have to pull. It's, community solar. You're going to be hearing on the roadshow from Stephen Condon, who's our Vice President of Community Solar. He's going to be at, I think, 2 or 3 of the different roadshow stops, and he's going to be talking to, the audience about the projects we've signed and kind of our long-term goals in community solar. But it's really exciting. We'll have our first projects available in Maine that we'll start marketing and filling in March of this year. So community solar is going to be a huge growth opportunity for us. And, the best part about it is it's a great way for customers to save on their electric bills. Longer term, the value proposition is technology. And, that is really the differentiator of our business. It's, smart meter integrated billing system. It's a way for us to offer products to consumers and unlock value for consumers that other people don't have. That's a value proposition that will probably be coming in 2024, but it's something to look forward to, because it's, again, you have long-term competitive fixed rates that are 100% renewable. You have the Free Energy Club that unlocks that value. You've got community solar, but then think about, having a technology platform that rewards customers or gives them cash for integrating their smart thermostats or integrating their electric vehicle, or shifting load from peak to off-peak times. Wouldn't that be great if consumers got, just $10 in their account just for doing behaviors that are great for the environment and, doesn't really, not hard for them to do. So exciting what that technology is going to do in terms of unlocking value for consumers going forward. So, it's short term. Obviously, we're really excited as we're launching tomorrow our electricity products. But the long-term vision of what we're going to create is well beyond the footprint of 12 states in the District of Columbia that we have today. Expansion, community solar is a big part of our growth plans, both obviously immediately we're going to be in Maine, but expanding that into other markets. Texas is on the horizon. Obviously Texas is the most competitive, largest deregulated market in the United States. And, stay tuned for information about when we're going to be in that market. Because the great thing about that market is every one of the homes has smart meters, and our technology already works there today. So, very exciting and compelling opportunity. And then longer term, obviously, is natural gas, right? Having that dual commodity opportunity, just creates a fantastic cross-sell and ability for people to grow their business even quicker in the future. So, it's been since our leadership get together in mid-December, there's been a tremendous amount of work happening. And, we kept, I think we wanted to launch this business, in at the end of December and in January, but, we've made a tremendous amount of success. And so, the first thing we want to celebrate is just on Monday, we officially launched Energy Advisor enrollments. So your personal websites at thinkenergy.plus, you can enroll energy advisors. It's pretty amazing that in our first less than 2 weeks, we have close to 2,000 energy advisors enrolled. It's just an amazing number when you think about it, because, for those who are involved with Viridian, it took us 6 months to get to 500. And, we built a great business with over 300,000 customers. Just think of what we can do given the momentum we have in the business today. So pretty amazing. So your obviously thinkenergy.plus websites with your web alias are up and running. So you can, as I said on the last slide, you can begin enrolling your team of energy advisors today, as of Monday. The launch of the back office, right? Having the web, your web office is now available. That gives you all the information you need to grow your business. Launch of Energy Advisor certification training. Hats off to John Breitbart on this one. He did a tremendous amount of work getting this done. This probably encapsulates how hard it was to launch 12 states in the District of Columbia all at once, because every state's different, every state's unique, every state has different training requirements. So, successfully getting that done, hats off, John. You did a tremendous job getting that launched. And as of today, we've got 400 people who have already gone through certification. That's about 20% of total people. So hopefully, if you have not taken your EA certification test, please do, because that's going to be a requirement for you to be able to start enrolling customers. So today is the official customer launch. We will be sometime tomorrow. We will be enrolling customers. You'll get an email from us, which will tell you your websites are live, and you can begin enrolling customers if you have completed training certification and if you've completed the background check. Your website for enrolling customers is going to be get.thinkenergy.com/whatever your web alias is, so that you'll be able to share that with your customers as soon as you are certified. If you have not passed your energy certification test and or your background check, you will not be able to enroll customers. You'll have that site, but it will not allow you to enroll customers. You will have an error message when the customer goes to enroll. Gosh, that's a really nice brand. The team did a very good job. All right, just a reminder, we've said this a bunch of times. If there's close to 2,000 EAs enrolled and only 400 people have completed training, that means 1,600 of you need to get your training done in order to enroll customers. It's a requirement that we are trained and certified given the regulations that exist, and it's a requirement that you've successfully passed a criminal background check, as that's a requirement in certain states as well. So once you've done those two things, you will be ready to go, and your customer enrollment website will be working. So this is what, if you have not done those two things, this is what your back office will say. Not what you want it to say. It will show that you are not certified, which means your get.thinkenergy.com website will not allow customers to be enrolled. Yeah, so on the background, many people still need to accept the requests from an email sent by TransUnion Shareable. So they're a third party. We don't collect any of that information. We just get the results of the background checks. So if for whatever reason you have not gotten that, or you do not think you've received it, please check your spam or your junk file, because they have all been sent and they should all be in your email inbox. This literally takes a couple minutes to complete. So if you haven't done it, please, following this call, go in and fill out your background check form. So a couple points. So we are going live with customer enrollments tomorrow. There are 2 reports that will be available in your back office either sometime tomorrow, over the weekend, and at the latest Monday. That is your Energy Advisor downline report and the personal customer report. While we understand it's not ideal to launch without those 2 things, we thought it was important to move ahead. So if you do, you're not going to be able, until the personal customer report is not there, you won't be able to see the status of your customers enrolling. Please don't flood the EA Services call center. That report will be up hopefully tomorrow, if not at the latest Monday. But yeah, it'll be there, and as soon as it's there, it will show any and all customers that have that you've signed up. So, all right, this is exciting. So we are, we've teased this a few times. We are officially announcing our inaugural leadership trip that we're going to be hosting. So the first trip, the qualification period is 90 days. So it starts tomorrow when customer enrollments officially begin, and it ends May 11th. To qualify for the trip, you have to earn the rank of director or above within the qualification period. And great news, if you earn the rank of regional director, you can earn the trip for 2. So very exciting trip. We will be announcing shortly where the trip is. All we can promise is that it is at an exotic international destination. So if you plan to win that trip, which I've heard certain people tell me we're going to have 100 winners, which would be probably the most amazing incentive trip I've ever been on or hosted. If you think you're going to win that trip and you don't have a passport, please start working on that now, because it will be an international destination that you're going to want to be at. So, very exciting, that first trip. And what's going to be really fun is we're on the road show. I think we're going to be finding that as we get further into the road show, you're going to have people who have already won the trips. So I can't wait till we get to Chicago, which is the end of the road show. And, I'm guessing there's going to be 5-10 people who will come across the stage and get recognized within the first 30 days for winning the trip, which, is pretty awesome. So the Think Plus launch tour. Brad, do you want to take it from here?
I will, Michael. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for all that information. And this is an exciting time, folks. And I don't know who's controlling these slides, but they'll help me out and move them as we go along. But this is.
I'm there for you, buddy.
I'm sorry.
I'm there for you. I got
Okay. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. So a couple of things to touch on with the launch tour and where we are today. I touched on the call yesterday. Being on the ground floor, everybody, happens one time and one time only. We are so ground floor, we're still in the mud. We, as you can see with some of the reporting that we don't have done yet, don't freak out. Please do not flood rep support with emails. When we going live, when we going live, when we go live, you'll get an email tomorrow when we go live for customer entry. And the only reason I say that, folks, is they're working 8 to 8 behind the scenes, and they're really top-notch people. So the more emails we get, and I've spent a lot of time in rep support emails over the last couple of days, just seeing, and you know the old adage, no question is a stupid question. That doesn't apply all the time, because some of the questions we were getting that I've answered is, when are we going to be in Arizona? Are you kidding me? I don't know if we'll ever be in Arizona, you know, as a deregulated market. So please, 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 you know, what's the rate going to be in Texas? You know, why don't we wait until the site comes live and put the key in a zip code for Texas or Illinois, and you'll see the rate that's going to be there. So I'm just reaching out to everyone and saying, please help rep support help you. Let them be there for the most important questions, like, I didn't get my background check email. Can you resend it? As stuff like that. But please look for those first. But this is a really exciting time, folks, because as Michael said when he was introducing me, and John and knows from experience, I've been doing this for 35 years, and there's not one scenario. I said it on the call yesterday to Ed and everybody. You can come up with the craziest scenario you ever want to imagine, and think it's never happened before, and I've seen it 100 times. But one thing I've never seen before is I've never launched a company with 1,700, 1,800 people, quality people, you know, hundreds of million-dollar earners in this industry. So to give you an idea of what we're going to be able to do here and what we're going to build, it is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I've seen it all in 35 years. So hold on, be patient, be thankful. I asked a few people on the call last night, if this is your first time in network marketing, God bless you. You couldn't have been at a better place at a better time. You know, I told you a story of a young lady that I worked with in North American Power that after 5 years, she was making $5,000 a month with North American Power. And she was the first person I called in my last company. And inside of 2 years was making $83,333 a month. Not because she worked any harder, not because she got any smarter, it's because she was there at the right place at the right time. And here's what you have to remember. Our opportunity in the next year, 2 years, 3 years will be a much better opportunity. We'll have every report you want imaginable. We'll have every tool imaginable, every video, every great brochures. We'll have it all. But with that being said, you can't replace the timing that we're all sitting in today. And again, I said we have 1,800 leaders already signed up. Many of them multi-million-dollar earners in our industry. And so I want you to hear this and hear this. And I don't mean any disrespect when I say that. When I say this, our top money earners are not here yet. They're going to come in year 3, 4, and 5, and that's not to disrespect the leaders that we already have on the call today, like Ed, and I'm looking at right here, and the Kennys and Kevin and all the other leaders, and Big John and Kurt and Mike, and there's just too many to name, and Jim and Kim, and there's just so many of them. But one thing they understand is coding. So to get to the top ranks possible, they want the top money earners coming in year 3, 4, and 5, because that's when all of you will be at the top ranks, right? To be able to get the maximum coding on those people. So just God bless all of us for being at the right place at the right time. Thank you, Michael, for letting me be a part of this journey. And this is the start of being at the right place at the right time, folks. Everybody you know that's in an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour drive of Providence, Rhode Island, you need to have at that event, because the stuff they're going to hear there, the excitement that's going to be in that room is unmatched. And I told you a story last night about someone I was sitting beside at an event that we had 25,000 people at the Georgia Dome, or it was in Indianapolis at that dome, that missed us 5 years ago. It was distraught that they missed the opportunity. Then they missed us again when we had 2,000 people in the room 3 years after that. Do not miss this opportunity, folks. God only puts so many opportunities in front of you. This is one of them. And then we're in the Portsmouth, New Hampshire. After that, on the 15th, we're taking Valentine's Day off to be with our Valentines, right? You should do the same thing, because your significant other is probably your biggest supporter as you're building this business. If you're lucky enough to be able to do it together, God bless you. And then we're in the greater Boston area, Natick, Massachusetts for that event. And then we're at Albany, New York on the 21st, Scranton on the 26th, White Plain on the 23rd. And then we're in Oak Brook, Illinois on the 28th and March 3rd, Oak Brook, Illinois, folks. So I just got to tell you, these events, like Michael talked about, will be catalysts in building your business. So don't take this moment in time lightly, folks. Again, I've never seen anything like this in 35 years. Having 1,800 leaders ready to launch a company, and I've been a part of some pretty substantial companies that are still around today, $500 million, $750 million companies. We've got a shot, folks. We've all have a shot to be the fastest growing, biggest network marketing company in history, not just in the retail energy space, folks, in the entire space. I've never seen anything like it before, folks, and this is our time to shine. That's all I got, I think, Michael.
Yeah, well, you said it right. I mean, I think the road show that we are going to be going on is going to be, truly special. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, it's going to, you've done this a lot in your career, Brad. So, you only start a company once, and, getting out, spending time, meeting people for the first time. It's going to be special. So I am beyond excited. I'm excited for Monday night in Providence. Hopefully we'll have some great stories around, the first 1,000 customers or 2,000 customers that we get over the weekend. Group, it's going to be exciting. Once people see your business is growing, it's infectious.
Yeah, exactly right. You hit the nail on the head, buddy. Thanks for reminding me. But this time in our lifeline of the company is when you meet people, you remember their names, you meet their children, you know what they do. That's not always going to be the case. When we have 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000 people at an event, and we will have that many at an event, because if we've done it with other companies with lesser products and weaker compensation plans, and with 1 or 2 leaders to start those companies, what we're going to be able to do here is unmatched again. So this is the time that when you really start to build a bond with 1,000 people, 2,000 people, that their names when you have a 25,000 event. It's not like you don't want to know everybody and you don't want to meet everybody. You just can't remember everybody. But this is the time that you really get to build those special relationships, and on those trip incentives that we have. I'm not sure what our name is going to be after the inaugural one, but I can guarantee you this: you never want to miss one. Your goal should be not only hit this first one, to hit every other one that we have after this, because we will have a one that we do every single year for hitting a certain rank. We haven't identified yet. You do not want to miss those events, because those events, when you're ziplining with each other, you're golfing with each other, you're playing volleyball with each other, you're snorkeling with each other, you're catamaran. When you're doing all that stuff together, and you're breaking bread with them every single day and every single night, those are really special times that, again, that and Michael said it, my closest friends in the world are not from college. They're not from my grade school. They're not from my neighborhood where I grew up. They're from building businesses like this. And that's really a special bond that you can't build anywhere else. Possibly the military, when you're in the military with somebody and they've got your back and you've got their back, that's probably the only other time that you can build a relationship like this.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're gonna have a lot of fun over the next couple of weeks, that's for sure. And I promise you will not be disappointed when we announce the exotic international destination we're going to on the trip. So we're just sorry we could not announce it tonight. It was we wanted to.
Yeah,
John,
just
are we moving on to the raffle?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, to Brad's point, I just want to add, because Brad and I first started working together at North American Power. Yeah, that was definitely our experience. We've been through so many amazing experiences, a lot of challenges, ups and downs, but the bonds of friendship that form when you're, have responsibilities together, when you're working tirelessly to deliver for a whole community of people, it's a very special, very fulfilling experience, and one that for me was just a thrill to be able to have that second opportunity. So Michael, thanks again for putting this all together, and for giving us a chance to make a lot of positive difference in the world. So I'm very excited to move things along. We have a fun raffle to share. We've been announcing anybody who basically went to our Facebook calendar, RSVP'd that they were coming to this event. We entered your name into a raffle. And this is also kind of the first preview of a variety of different branded materials, apparel, just different objects that are going to be made available with the Think Plus branding as part of our swag shop. So also as part of this, we have live stand-up banners and all just different sorts of branded material that you'll be able to access to support your live events. If you go to a conference or some sort of event, we'll have those tools to where you can really represent Think Plus and Think Energy in the best way possible. So I'm going to is Lauren on the call? Can you unmute yourself, Lauren, and we'll get into the raffles. I think you let me know if you can maybe Ed or someone can up. There you are.
I'm unmuted. Hi.
Cool. There you are. So the first one we have to give away, there's going to be 3 winners for each one. First one is a 40-ounce double wall thermal tumbler. Very, very exciting. So Lauren, why don't you tell us who are the lucky winners of the tumbler?
All right. The lucky winners are John H. Smith, Lisa Mazaris Margiota, and Linda Lee.
Cool. Congratulations. So what we're going to do is if you heard your name, and we'll probably post the winners on social just so you can check as well. But if you heard your name, just send an email to easupport@thinkenergy.plus, and we'll follow up and get your address info and coordinate to send you your prize. Or if you plan on joining for one of our launch tour events, we can just make sure that we have it for you there. So that's great. And next prize, what is it going to be? Think Plus hats, FlexFit 110. So Lauren, who are the lucky winners of the first Think Plus hats?
All right. So the winners are Bobby Larnard, Sean Masters, and Christine Moyer.
Great. Congratulations, everybody. It's very exciting. We'll move it along. So the next prize is some unisex t-shirts. So who are the lucky winners, Lauren?
Okay, that would be Michael Balbuena, David R. Charles, and Nick Brunetti.
Great. Congratulations, everybody. Let's see what's next. We have the Think Plus Ogio Polo. I think this was one quality level up, a little higher price point than the t-shirts, or I think there's another polo offer. But Lauren, who are the lucky winners of polo?
All right, that would be Otis Corbett, Catherine Draub, sorry if I can't say this correctly, Catherine Drava Redden, and Mary Shreve.
Great. Congratulations, everybody. Enjoy. And the last one, I think this is the premier product for now. It's a Think Plus Eddie Bauer half zip up. So this will conclude the raffle. Who are the lucky winners, Lauren?
Okay, that would be Kathy Lombardo, Susan Holmes Payne, and Jeffrey Holton.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to all the winners. And remember, just email us at EA Support. You can just put raffle in the subject line so we can easily identify it from all the other support emails we'll have. And we'll coordinate with you to send you your prize or have it ready for you at our upcoming launch tour events. So that concludes the presentation. So I'm going to stop the screen share. And it's time for maybe the most exciting part, which is to really kick this off officially, have a toast. My wonderful partner prepared my toast drink already. But Michael, do you want to just share your thoughts? We kind of all share just a couple thoughts of how we feel about this really exciting event.
Yeah, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to the team we have, how much hard work has gone into getting to the day, getting to tomorrow, and how much, how high of quality we've been able to deliver given the time constraints we're under and the complexity of what we're doing. We have an amazing team, and I am so grateful for that. And equally, like I am so grateful to be going on this journey with such an amazing group of leaders. We very fortunate again. I've said this story many times, but to attract, and get the Kennys, Jim, Ed, and Brendan, and Tony Procopio excited about the opportunity in March of last year, and working so closely with them to create this and create something that is not short term but long term. And I'm beyond excited about Monday, getting out on the road and spending time, and that really is day one of, as Brad said, relationships that will last a lifetime. There are so many people I met at Viridian that relationships will last forever. So I'm excited to do it again with an amazing team, an amazing group of field leaders, and a product strategy that's something that is going to stand the test of time. So that's what I'm excited about, John. So cheers to that, my friend.
Here. Yeah, cheers. My thoughts exactly, Michael. Yeah, I really feel the same. I think reflecting back at the time at North American Power, I feel like you always are bringing on new people, and you had thousands, tens of thousands of representatives and leaders, of course, but a lot of them are excited and then they sort of fall off, or maybe at any given time you only have a few hundred really, really active leaders. And honestly, I feel like we have more really motivated, charged up, seasoned veterans of this industry, like literally at the very beginning, than we ever did at one time with North American Power. So it's this weird feeling of somehow, like, even though we are just now launching, what we have, both in terms of the tools, the quality of the websites, the quality of the corporate staff, and so many amazing, seasoned veterans on the corporate side, And then on top of it, more seasoned leaders from the beginning. It's just like, it's really kind of awe-inspiring how much is kind of come together here. And I'm really, really blessed and feel just so grateful, not only to be working with such a great team, but to be working in service of so many incredible leaders and a whole rapidly growing community of energy advisors. So yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. And thank you again, Michael. And here's to the Think Plus and Think Energy team. And especially cheers to all of you energy advisors, our community. And here's to a beautiful, brighter future for all of us, starting tomorrow, starting right now, really.
Cheers. Well said, buddy. Brad, I can't believe you're drinking Coke at 9 o'clock at night. But
I've got to stay up a couple more hours, buddy.
Do you have EA support tickets to get to?
Yeah, exactly right. Now,
fired up.
More.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you want? I would love to just like Ed or one of the Kenny brothers. I would love to just hear a little bit from you guys as our leaders that have been here from the very beginning. It would be great to just hear your thoughts on this kind of momentous occasion of ours.
Sure, I'll take a spin at it. I can't, this is my playground. I love this industry. I'm proud to say that I'm a network marketing professional. And I think when you can pair yourself up with the talent that we have, not only in the field, but at the corporate level, to me, it's the dream team that's coming together here, all under one roof. People that we've admired through all these years in the energy space and beyond, to be under one roof to champion a great cause and a great benefit to society, because there's challenges out there that people are facing right now. And we have solutions. We have empowerment solutions for people to better their lives, and to be part of that with the amazing talent that we have here is something I'm extraordinarily proud with. And all the people that have come along for the ride, I just want to say thank you for trusting us into moving this company into the future. So I know you guys have worked so hard, but I know it's half the amount of work that you're going to be doing for all of us in the future. So I just want to say thank you in advance, because you guys are the dream team and you're going to make this vehicle run for all of us to be able to travel with. So cheers to you guys. Cheers to this inaugural first time launch and only time launch. And here's to the future, guys. Cheers, guys and gals.
Buddy. Well said, buddy.
Wow.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Michael, I look back at March when you called me and said, hey, Jim, I have this crazy idea. I'm going to totally revolutionize everything that we've ever thought about when it comes to retail energy. And I said, all right, I'll come up. Love to see you and your wife and your kids, but had very little interest at the time. But when I went to that meeting with you and you showed me your vision, right, which you did back in 2010, right? You showed me your vision. You showed me, how you were going to put this together with this and this together with that. And this was the plan you had. I'm telling you, I said, Michael, I'm all in. I am all in. And I can almost assure you that anybody that I talk to that has ever been involved in energy deregulation, retail energy, MLM, et cetera, when they hear what you just told me, they're going to be in too. And holy cow, has that happened. And thank you for everybody who has taken the call from whoever called you over the past 60, 90 days and had an open mind as to what we have, because we do truly have the most incredible group of people launching this company tomorrow, midnight tonight, whatever. Get yourself certified. Man, is this going to be an amazing run. thank you, everybody, for the hard work you've put in up till today. And I'm going to thank you in advance for what we're all going to do in the future. Michael, thank you for calling us.
Yeah, thanks for picking up the call. I'm glad my wife is appealing for you to come see. And my kids are worth the trip. So I'm glad. It's awesome, buddy. I am, again, tomorrow is the next step in a journey that I think we're going to look back on in 10 years and yeah, be really happy we were all here. So yeah, I think we should sign off. And yeah, anybody on this phone call who I haven't met in person, please come out to the events. They're going to be informative. They're going to be fun. But most importantly, this is a community. This business is about people. And so, yeah, I look forward to meeting each and every one of you there. And I know John and Brad feel the same way as they'll be on the road with me. So super excited about it.
Absolutely. Ditto. Same sentiment. I'm super grateful to be a part of this, and just want to say thank you to everybody taking the time from your evening to join us for this launch celebration. You'll always be able to tell people years from now that you were on the first launch call and you were there in the beginning, working through the issues, kind of co-creating and building this company with us. And couldn't be more excited to meet a lot of you in person on the launch tour. So with that, want to thank the leadership, the Kenny brothers, Tony, everybody who's been with us since the beginning. And thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Look out for that email announcement tomorrow afternoon that your Get Think Energy websites are live. And yeah, have an amazing weekend. We'll see you again next week. We'll be doing calls each night. Q&As, there'll be a lot of opportunities to connect during the launch tour, and a whole schedule of events, virtual presentations you can plug into as well. So with that, I think we can close the call for this evening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Have a
See ya.
beautiful night, everybody.
Have a great
See you in
one.
Rhode Island.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congrats.
it's exciting, guys. It's very exciting.